do you value them? Do you know your values in life? In 6 weeks and with a bit of help from a website, I found values that I can resonate in my daily life. Some of them revolve around creativity, trust, love, and uniqueness. Creativity and uniqueness are something that I value a lot, especially when I need to create something or when I'm in a group work. I use creativity and uniqueness a lot just to make my work more interesting or to just stand out from the crowd in general. Sometimes it is to solve a problem or make something new. An example would be during a science competition that I joined last year. The goal of the competition category that I was entered in with my team was to create an innovation from a ready-made product. In the brainstorming session, it was chaotic, and we thought of a baby stroller by an idea. We thought, why not add more safety features like a safety lock on the stroller's wheel or a tracking device if a fool somehow decides to steal a stroller? It was a session we talked and laughed even more. And we went as far as putting a lock on the hood of the stroller in case parents would like to get something or buy something from the store. Of course, there would be ventilations just for the baby or the kid to breathe. Initially, we thought the idea would be rather weird, but we had a lot of trust in the process because soon I had to draw a main draft of how the stroller would actually look like, and it turned out somewhat presentable. Sadly, we couldn't actually create the physical product and could only show a drawing of the stroller at the competition itself. The result, presentable. Trust in the process, absolutely. Other than that, I too value trust and love. If there isn't much trust and love in the work that I do personally, what is left for me to be proud of? And love the process kind of thing, especially when I am doing creative writing or just creating something new. When you love what you do, it makes it more worth finishing it, and it'll be somewhat of a pride to show off to people because, hey, I put a lot of effort into this. I'm so proud of it. At the end of the day, each values carries so much values in our life, no pun intended. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to know your values and make them part of your daily life just to make it.
Good evening, everybody. Today I would like to talk about my values. Values are the basic and fundamental beliefs that guide and motivate our everyday attitudes and actions. They help us to determine what is important to us. My values are friendship, appreciation, and reliability. First and foremost, I believe that friends are the family we choose, and their presence in our lives makes us stronger and happier. I am grateful for every friend who has walked beside me and shared both my high and lows. To apply the value of friendship, we can do things as simple as dedicating time to hang out with our friends and engage in activities we enjoy, whether if it's watching a movie, going for a walk, or playing games. Spending quality time together helps strengthen our bond. Next, just like how our friends provide us with a shoulder to lean on, we should also offer emotional support when our is going through a tough time. Sometimes just being there to listen can make a significant difference. Next, the value appreciation is similar to gratitude. It is a powerful force that can transform our outlook on life. I believe that acknowledging the efforts and contribution of others is vital to building a positive and harmonious community. From a simple thank you to expressing sincere gratitude, appreciating the people in our lives nurture a sense of worth and validates their actions. Furthermore, it promotes a spirit of generosity and reciprocity as we become more inclined to give back to those who have supported us. We can do this by paying attention when a person is speaking, as it shows that we are genuinely interested in their thoughts and feelings. Compliments can also go a long way in showing appreciation, as they show that we appreciate the time and effort they put into their skills. And finally, the value reliability. Being reliable means that others can depend on me to fulfill my commitments and promises. When I say I will do something, I will strive to do it with diligence and integrity. Reliability not only fosters trust in relationship, but also demonstrates respect for others' time and effort. An example is during my cheerleading, when we have to do group stunts, we will have to throw someone into the air or lift them up. This is very dangerous and can cause serious to minor injuries. So everyone will have to be able to be depend on each other, and we have to have open and proactive communication to make sure everything flows smoothly. And in case of any mistakes, everyone will have to take ownership of their own mistakes and learn from them to be able to fix them. I encourage all of you to reflect on your own values and allow them to shape your actions and decisions. Let us cherish our friendships, be pillars of reliability, and cultivate an attitude of appreciation in all that we do. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vui Ann. I am going to present my speech called My Values. In this speech, I'm going to talk about my values. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the speech. My first value is health. Health is very important because having good health prevents us from getting chronic diseases and even long-term illnesses. I am very cautious about my physical and mental fitness. I usually don't shy away from practicing sports, and I'm always eating healthy food most of the time, not always. I'm quite disciplined and systematic when it comes to my health. For example, my bedtime is 10 p.m. and I will wake up at 5:30, 5:45 a.m. in the morning. Getting enough sleep is essential. Healthy lifestyle allows us to feel joyful. That's all for the first value. My next value is the value growth. Growth is an important part in everyone's life. It allows us to become more independent and also helps us to achieve what we want as well as what we want to be. Example, growth in a person are like showing self-compassion, learning to set boundaries, or exploring new activities. My third value is adventure. I have passion for activities which sometimes makes me feel thrill. Moreover, I am eager to learn and explore the uncharted, and because of how open-minded I am, my openness allows me to make new friends. I am passionate about adventure, so people don't usually get uninterested around me. Up next is the value curiosity. Curiosity is one of the reasons why I'm so obsessed about exploring and learning new things that I'm interested. I'm always seeking answers for intriguing questions like what is the skill you would like to learn and why. Because I'm a very curious person, I like to ask questions. But sometimes I'm just too hesitant to ask because I was afraid of being judged. I'm still working on it, on, about being more careless. Finally, my last value is excitement. I am very enthusiastic when it comes to sports, and the sports that I'm very familiar, like volleyball. Even if it's a sport that I'm not familiar, like basketball, I am not afraid to give it a try. Because of how enthusiastic and hyper I am, my enthusiasm can spread to other people around me. Before I end this speech, I just want to let everyone know that we all are unique. We all have unalike values. So don't be afraid of being different from others, because you are special. That is all from me. Thank you and have a great evening.
Good evening, my fellow friends. My name is Xue Yang, and I'll be talking about my values today. I want to share with you who I am and shed light on the principles that guide my life's journey, which are my three values: freedom, and acceptance. These values have been instrumental in shaping my choices and interactions, contribute to the person I am today. First and foremost, friendship is the most mutual respect and a genuine desire for each other's well-beings. For example, it's always friends you meet along the way that always have your back. Just need help for an to pursue passions, express and shape our destinies. It comes responsibility, a recognition of our actions on impact not only ourselves but also those around us. It allows us to explore new horizons, foster innovations, and much more. As we cherish our freedom, let us remember to extend this privilege to others that helped us get to where we are, and cherish it for life. The only reason, in my opinion, that we have freedom is because of the people around us that has helped us and guided us to where we are today. So we must always be grateful and thank them for everything they have done for us, whether it's family or friends. Lastly, acceptance is the bridge that connects across divides of culture, religion, and so much more. The reason I chose acceptance is because people have to accept me for the way I am. If not, I will feel a bit bad and guilty about myself. Anyways, acceptance signifies our willingness to embrace the uniqueness of every individual, acknowledge their inherent worth, and celebrate humanity's rich mosaic. When we practice acceptance, we learn to accept others for who we are, and we understand enriching our lives with experiences that we may have never encountered. In closing, let us all take a moment to reflect on the values that guide our lives. May we continue to weave the tapestry of our existence and threads of friendship, freedom, and acceptance. We must also foster connections. We must empower diversity. Thank you.